I'm trying not to frown. I feel like I'm frowning a lot. I got these wrinkles on the front of my forehead. I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to talk about this Kenosha, Wisconsin shooting of Jacob Blake. And I'm sure you all have heard about it. Another black man gunned down by police officers. And, you know, it's frustrating as a black American to keep hearing this over and over again. Since the murder of George Floyd, miraculously, by the grace of God, this gentleman, Jacob Blake, did not die. He was shot, according to what I read, he was shot 7 times in the back. Hopefully he's not paralyzed. I think that the last thing I read or saw, or it was an interview, the dad actually called into a news show, and he was saying that, you know, he thinks that he may not be paralyzed, but it's a possibility. So he's still having some paralysis of his lower extremities. So, guys, I know there are some people out there that want to say that there was a justification. It had to be a reason. It's like that mentality where you just want to put your head in the sand and bury your head, and you just want to have the rose-colored glasses. That's what those sayings mean. It's like you really don't want to believe that this is actually going on, but it's actually a reality. It's happening. You know, there are some police officers. There's some wonderful police officers. I have family who is police officers. There are some great police officers. I've encountered the most gracious police officers. You know, the ones I've come in contact with, no problems with, no issues. They're very respectful. They call me ma'am and all that type of thing. I don't know about being called ma'am. I don't really like it. Anyway. But nevertheless, they're very respectful. And they you know, they do their job right, and you know, they're courteous, and they're, you know, whatever. And then you got some that are not so nice, and to keep saying that there's trying to search for a reason. These people that want to always try to find a reason, a justification for why these shootings are taking place. Like, it just couldn't be, it has to be a reason. Like, giving them the benefit of the doubt. Why does a person that shoots someone, an unarmed person from the video, 7 times? Because I still haven't seen, the police officers haven't said that he was armed. The police officers haven't come out and said, you know, we were in fear for our life. He had a gun. He was reaching for this, that, and the other. I haven't heard that yet. So I had to assume that he was unarmed. That's my assumption. So, you know, I have just several questions with these shootings. Tell me, what could this man have possibly done, even if you were called? Let's say the police was called on him. Why wasn't he arrested, taken in handcuffs, and charged, taken to once again, like I said with the George Floyd situation? Why wasn't this man cuffed and arrested, put in the back of the police car, and charged with whatever if he did something? Okay, I'm not saying that all these people didn't do something wrong. Is that if you shoot everybody you arrest, then do you really have to shoot everybody black that you arrest or that you're called on a case for? I mean, for all you know, somebody could have been filing a false complaint. This person could be totally innocent. Why we want to fire off our guns? I thought the guns was a last resort. I thought the guns was when the shooters are exchanging active gunfire. That's what I thought, that the police officers draw their guns. You can pull your gun out to contain someone, but why do you have to fire? I mean, 7 times? One shot is enough. Even if you feel like you have to shoot. Why did you shoot this man 7 times? It's a miracle he's still alive. I can't believe it. It's a miracle from God that he's alive. I'm so glad he survived. Tell me what the justification is for shooting someone 7 times. Even if they did something wrong. What is the justification for that? Explain to me. Where are the police officers? Another thing. Where are you guys' tasers? You don't have them? When it comes to protests, you have the tear gas, you have the tasers, you have all these other things that can subdue a person that is being disruptive. You have all these tools. Why is it that you never use them for these black men that you want to shoot 7, 8 times? Why can't you use these tools? That's what these tools are for. To subdue a person until you can get the things under control. You can get them in handcuffs. You can get them in the back of the police car. Why wasn't he arrested? If he did something, why wasn't he arrested? If you're shooting this man, but I guess you felt like he did something wrong to be shot at, so why didn't he just get arrested and taken to jail? These are questions I don't understand. I don't understand. These videos are coming out, and I don't understand why other tactics of subduing criminals, or what you call criminals, or whatever, black people, black men, why aren't they not subdued in other ways, less lethal ways? I just don't understand. I have so many questions. That man didn't deserve that. It's no justification for that. You can try to justify it all you want. There is no justification for that. I don't care what this man did. Like I told you, I don't care what George Floyd did. I don't want to hear about his criminal background, because there are a lot of other people with a background too that are not treated like that by the police. So we can trade tit for tat as far as that's concerned. And I'm sick and tired of these people protesting over statues and other BS. Well, I'm going to speak for me. I don't know about other black Americans, but I think I might be able to speak for a lot of us when I say we don't give a care about a statue. We care. The only thing we are protesting. I don't care about other causes, because other causes to me are not as important. This is a life and death situation, guys. Black men are getting gunned down by crooked police officers. Not all police officers are this way, but you got a few who are doing wrong. This has to stop. This truly has to stop. I don't care about these other protests that are, to me, are diversionary tactics just to get the attention, the focus off of what we are protesting. We are protesting black men being gunned down by police officers. That is our primary focus. We do not care about statues. I could care less who is the... First of all, some of these statues, I didn't even know they existed. I didn't even look at them. If they were in my town, I didn't even look at it. I probably walked past and didn't pay no attention to it. I could care less. And then these other little protests, just, it's like, unless it has to do with black men being shot, that's the only protest that should be taking place now. The other ones are diversionary measures just to get the focus off and get somebody else's attention. That's what that's all about. That's pure BS to me. Pure BS. We are concerned about black men being gunned down by the police. That's what we are concerned about as black Americans. It's very concerning. This is very concerning. And it just needs to stop. It really needs to stop. This is outrageous. This is outrageous. Black people, you know, we should be enjoying the freedoms that the Constitution claims we have. We don't have those freedoms. We can't sit in a park and read a book without somebody looking suspicious, looking over at us. Sometimes I like to sit in the park and just read. Just read my book. Why can't I do that? Why can't I sit in the park? Why can't I go in the park and sit and do this or that and the other, just like other Americans? If I'm American, I should enjoy the fruits, the freedoms of Americans. Why am I not able to do so? This is alarming, upsetting, and it's like this keeps happening. How many black men have been gunned down since George Floyd? This man was crying out for his mother, his deceased mother. If you cannot feel that, not as a black person, not as any other, let's pretend that we don't know the colors. Let's pretend we don't have a color. This happened to an individual. You didn't know his color. You just heard the story. If you just heard the story, you didn't know the colors of anybody. You know the police color. You didn't know the officer's color. You didn't know the Mr. George Floyd and Mr. Jacob Blake. You didn't know the colors. Would it upset you? Why does the color affect your sympathy or your being able to understand what we're saying? Why does their color affect what the humanistic, the inhumane way these men were treated? Why does their color affect? That's a question to ask yourself. Why does a person's color affect how you feel about the incident that happened to them? And by the way, I found out as well when this gentleman, I'm going to say this and I'm going to go. This gentleman was shot 7 times in his vehicle. I believe that was his vehicle. His children, or I think that was his children. His children were in the back seat. These were young children, not teenagers. I think they were under the age of 10. That's an image that those children will have for the rest of their life. Their father being shot. Those poor children. Would you like, I'm going to say this and I'm going to go. For people that want to say that this was justified, let me ask you this question. Would you want your children witnessing you being gunned down? Having that image replayed in their heads. Would you be okay with that? If you were gunned down in your car, your children were in the back seat, would you be okay with that? I'm praying. I'm praying for, the humanity of people. That's inhumane to think that man deserved to be treated that way. What kind of country do we live in? We claim to be we have all these freedoms and, we're this and we're that. America's hypocritical. America is hypocritical. It's truly hypocritical. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for today. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and you take care and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.